And now, a few words from Murphysboro Mayor Jackie Broles. Merry Christmas, Murphysboroans. This is your mayor, Jackie Broles, on here, and I'm happy to talk to all of you, each and every one of you, and hope you're having a wonderful Christmas season time. Other people celebrate other things, that's good too. You can do that, that's fine. But this really Christmas is what it is in Murphysboro. We made sure of that. So just hope you're enjoying the holidays, and I want to take this moment to say how closely I listen to the Murphysboroans. I listen so close. Everything that you holler is coming straight to my ears, and I want to prove it to you right now. Whether I agree with it or whether I think it's a good thing or a silly thing or whatever, I still got to listen to it because I'm a mayor. So I have heard these warnings, and I've heard a lot of concern. I've heard, just flat out panic in certain situations, which that's always bad. They never need to be panicking over something. It hadn't got to that. And personally, I think this is silly. I think it's a waste of time. But if it makes Murphysboroans feel better, help kids get to sleep at night, so be it. I'm happy to do something silly. Like the president, what do they do? I look at this as the same as like pardoning the turkey or something like that. Or, it's silly, but they still have to do it. Although I don't know who that makes feel better. I guess Peter or something like that. They're glad the turkey get to live its whole life out or whatever. But here's what I'm going to do for you. I have heard your concerns and shoutings and warnings, and I have taken this into consideration, and I want you to know that I put what I consider to be my best man, Mr. Drib. He is now heading up from Murphysboro. He's heading up the Department of No Bird People. Now, that's silly to me.
It's silly to me. Mayor Jackie, hey, it's Dunlap from the Dunlap News Journal.
I knew this was
coming. It's silly
to
me, too, Mayor Jackie, because you have put a bird person in charge of the Department of No Bird People. I don't even know what that means.
This is silly. Listen, first off,
it is silly the way you treat this city.
It's silly to think there's bird people. You should be happy I did this at all. See, that's just no pleasing people. Now, I ain't saying all the crazy people believe in no birds is like you, irritating and an idiot. But either way, if this is what I go out of my way to do this for you, and the people believe this crazy mess that you quite frankly, help spread around. This is what you call it, this fake news.
Spread it around, fake news. That's like calling Paul Revere a fake news person and saying, Paul Revere's just spreading all that news about America being great and a country he should found.
Oh, he was a
just
hero.
Spreading it around.
He went up and down warning everybody. That's what he did.
That's what I do, too. I'm a hero. Why don't you call me a hero?
Just let me finish here.
Why don't you call me a hero?
I'm not going to call you anything. Oh,
why don't you call me a hero?
You're not supposed to be drinking that in here.
Who said that?
The mayor did. How about that?
Oh,
I'll have him come in here and escort you out right now.
Power mad.
Look, there's Mr. Drib, a good gentleman. He thinks it's silly too, but he's happy to do it. And he said, I'll really do it, even though I don't think, this is silly. But so he's going to do it.
And what's he going to do? He's going to investigate.
He's heading up.
He's just going to look in a mirror?
He's heading up the Department of No Bird People. Now, he ain't going to look at no damn mirror. He's going to, if that makes people sleep better at night, if that calms some people down, then so be it. Evidently, it ain't working because you still running your damn mouth.
Look, that's not good enough. And I'll sit here, I'll Jake Tapper you to your face and say, that ain't good enough, man. You got a bird person, alleged, in charge of the Department of No Bird People. You got to get some more people in there who ain't bird people to make sure that Mr. Drib doesn't rig the system.
And look, there are some other people. He ain't doing it by himself, even though he ain't got nothing to do with being a bird or anything like that, because that's crazy talk. He can't do everything, you know.
I know, because he's always been drugged down to the police station.
Oh, that happened last week. Now,
getting feather printed.
Just let it.
Because
that was
they
the rule
know.
Something out. That was the rule something out, and they ain't come
Did
get
they
him
rule it out, or did they confirm it?
Oh, they didn't confirm anything. He is heading up the Department of No Bird People. He's got help. He's got good help. I trust Mr. Drib and his judgment on this particular issue, and he has gone out of his way. He has a couple of gentlemen that are help, like a vice heading up, and then below that, whatever the third is.
So it's like vice secretary of No Bird People.
Department of No Bird People. So, and these two gentlemen are going to help him. They're going to do the best they can. If he's got faith in him, so do I. I want to welcome him to working for Murphysboroians and serving the people. I want to welcome right now Mr. Eggbottom and Mr. Brittlebeak.
Those are bird people.
Oh, shut your mouth, bird people. Everyone's a bird person to you. That's all you say.
Just those three. Mr. Drib, which is bird spelled backwards.
What?
Mr. Eggbottom. And damn, you don't have to be like Cosmic Pizza Ping Pong to figure out that Drib is bird spelled backwards.
Crazy.
You don't have to look that hard. You can hold that piece of paper up in front of a mirror.
Oh, just shut your mouth.
When Mr. Drib looks at himself in the mirror to go, there's a bird person, he should hold up his name and it'll spell out bird.
Oh.
And also Mr. Brittlebeak. He's bringing a flock. You're being infiltrated by a flock.
Shut your mouth. You crazy is what you... I go out of my way to make crazy people calm the hell down. And
You're the opposite of Trump.
All you do is get crazier. So, nothing I can do. You
have been attacked by Ghost Heartbird. You've heard the shrieks. You've seen him.
Don't say all this. That's just bad luck you saying that out loud.
You've seen him sow destruction. You've seen him flying down the Biscuit Alley. Is that the name of it? Not the Biscuit District, but the
Biscuit Alley's in the back. It's dangerous.
Part.
Yes.
Yeah. Your butt's up against the swamp. You've seen the horror and destruction and devastation that Ghost Heartbird brought to your town, the town that you put your hand on the Murphysboro Bible and swore to protect. How did the Murphysboro Bible feel? I've always wanted to touch it.
It's nice, they take good care of it. I'll say that. It's got the Jesus. I don't like putting my hand over Jeebus's face.
No, I like him to be able to see what's coming.
That's what I said, I can I put my hand. They said, no, we got to put it right on but they got a picture of Jesus.
Where do you put it?
They hold out the Bible, and he's on the cover of this one. The Murphysboro Bible is I don't know what women do, a needle thing.
It's a needlepoint cover, a needlepoint Jesus
Murphysboro
cover.
Bible goes back years.
How many years does it go back again?
I don't know my history, all that. It goes back, I think, at least back to 1950 something, as far as I remember.
Mm-hmm. They built good houses back then, sturdy.
They built good Bibles too. So this one, like I said, you have to place your hand on it, and Jesus is right there on the cover of it. And it's a little awkward for me to put your hand, put anything over Jesus. You shouldn't do that, But that's how they made Bibles back then.
You ever seen somebody, like a Bible laying on a coffee table and somebody put their Sprite or their Fresca on it? Right. I used to make my granny so mad, she'd say, "Get that hamburger off of the Bible."
Well, yeah, you ain't supposed to put nothing on the Bible, especially once you got not all Bibles have, Jesus on the cover.
But even if it doesn't have Jesus on the cover, you shouldn't put your food on it. And nobody wants to put their food on the Bible. It's just carelessness, because she'd say, "Get that food off the Bible," and be like, oh.
Well,
sorry.
That's right. You're supposed to have more respect. And I told them this, and they said, well, you either put your hand on this or somebody else behind you is going to be mayor.
And they had a line of the other candidates.
Well, they were there. They thought that maybe they tried to put this together. But I don't. I'm not in believing in conspiracy things like you and your bird people. It's just the way the Bible is, and the way we swear it in here. I have to put my hand over Jesus' face just for a few minutes.
When you put your hand over Jesus' face and swore to protect this town, you should have known. Like, what do you have to protect it from? Sometimes you have to protect Murphysboro from itself. Folks, if you want to go back and listen to some previous podcasts, there was I'd call it a civil war here in Murphysboro. Not the Civil War.
Well, that's history now. Put that
That's been
you.
fought.
That's history.
And we are over it.
Yes.
Folks, this country has moved on 100%.
Oh.
Everything is fine.
As far as I can tell, yeah.
As far as Jackie and I can tell, sitting here in Murphysboro, Tennessee, the Civil War was fought in the 17 or 1800s, and everything is fine now.
Oh.
This was the other Civil War.
This one wasn't but a few years ago. That was.
Around episode 100, the Sullivan-McKinley War.
Well, that all came to a head in a way it shouldn't have, and I don't think that's an ugly part of Murphysboro history. Some terrible things happened during that time, but like I said, put that behind you, just like you did the old Civil War. You put the new one behind you too, and you move on.
And other things you would have to protect Murphysboro from, I would say, number one would be Ghost Hurtbird, who has been plaguing us.
You say that, and that's asking for trouble. You put that out in the world, you say that there, and then, think bad coincidence, bad things happen. You shouldn't be saying that. And
I've seen this magical, murderous bird sow its path of destruction all across this town, and in a jail cell when I was a little high and drunk, and I'd hit my head, and I had a cold.
Well, I know you saw a bunch of things, yeah.
This man who looks just like McMullen from damn Utah, the president of Utah, Evan McMullen.
Wow.
Ghost Hurtbird looks exactly like him, Mr. Drib. Now he's Mr. Drib. I've seen him transform in the jail cell, and his little buddies, his henchmen, his bald-headed henchmen with the beak-like noses, they look exactly like him, because I guess that's how magical, murderous birds.
Shut your mouth. It's crazy talk. Listen to you.
I think he contains such black energy that he had to split the magic birdness of himself up into other entities because he's becoming too powerful, because he's not spewing that dark, murderous, magical energy, feathery energy out. So it's building up inside
All right, I got to move on. I got to fulfill my mayoral
Your
duties.
cabinet is half children and half bird people.
Now, all the children don't necessarily have positions in the cabinet. Now, they may grow into it. I got a secretary. She's doing, bless her heart.
What's she secretary of?
Just Secretary Murphysboro, I think.
Oh, the actual secretary.
I think that's what she.
But she's a child, and also that's sexist.
Well, whatever she wants to be, she can be it. That's fine with me. If it makes her happy, gives her something to do, and if you give her something to focus on, it's a little less gibberish in a day.
This is little Sissy Rinsgard.
Well, bless her heart, she's been through a lot. She died 4 or 5 times. I can't remember. Bless her heart.
She also has some magical powers from dying and coming back so many times.
I don't. People say you see things. Maybe she has. And
I don't mind her being there because I feel like she could give us a warning and, like Professor X style, just put it all in our brains. Like Ghost Hurtbird's coming. Be like, how did I think that?
Don't say things like that around her. She's already talking Revelation, Bible things already. Don't put
She's
birds
messed up.
in it.
You can't die. Here's the thing. You can't die more than 2 or 3 times and expect your brain to still work the same way.
Yeah, I know that's something you go through. That's something right. But what she says when she's having a fit or whatever you want to call it, they need to get her some medicine or something for that. But
I call it a vision.
All right, but it
helpful vision.
sounds like Bible talk to me, like the old in the back of the Bible, the Revelations part. That stuff with
Did you
thing
look
with
at
wings and all that stuff?
Did you get to flip through the Murphysboro Bible when you were sworn in as mayor?
Well, no, I had to get straight. I had to get sworn in. I had to put my hand right there on Jesus' face, get sworn in, and get to work. I didn't have time to dilly-dally around and look through the Bible. And I'll grant you need to look in the good book every day. Everybody does, and I'll try to do that. But I think they had to put that back under glass where it goes. Down the courthouse. You can't, that has to be, people come from miles and miles to see the Murphysboro Bible. People,
Yeah, from all over Murphysboro.
Yeah, people.
So that's about, 12 miles?
Well, to get, if you're on the tail end trying to get here up at the courthouse, yeah, or further even, yeah. So I didn't have, I'm not going to be selfish and say, now that I'm mayor, Murphysboro Bible's just for me to look at. No, sir. I can look at another Bible. Don't mind doing it. If this is a special Bible, put it down in there, and let everybody see it.
Can you go look at it anytime you want to, though, as mayor?
Well, anybody can. If I want to walk down there and look at it, I can. You can too. When the courthouse is open, and even when it ain't open, you can walk up and peek in the window and see it sitting in the middle of the room there. It's inside glass, but it's there to look at.
But I can take it out from the
No,
glass.
No, you can't take it out. You look at it.
You can though, right? As mayor, you can go.
I don't. Maybe, but that's not what I plan on.
So let me ask you this. Then.
I'm not going to use my power of influence to mess around with something everybody else likes.
Don't dismiss this out of hand.
Why?
It's just you and me talking here at this press conference.
What
if we had a dummy Bible made up?
What?
A dummy Bible.
I don't even like those two words being said together. Don't say that.
We get somebody. We go down to the damn Salvation Army and we buy some potholders, crocheted potholders, and we stitch them together, slap them on the front of a Bible around the same size. You go down there, you slip that in there, and you and me sell that Murphysboro Bible.
No, you do not.
On the black market.
I'm the mayor. I'm not going to sell nothing on black market.
You broke. You give all your money away to keep all the jobs. You give Toots. How many hula hoops did you have to buy for Toots? And they're moving to damn Smyrna. Smyrna Laverne area.
I made my decision. I tell you right now, I don't care how many women working at Toots. Making me feel awkward. They ain't enough of them to fill all the hula hoops, and I got them. I'll say that right now. But
all the college-age girls are going to Smyrna Laverne area Totes, and everybody age 40 or older is working at the Murphysboro Totes. Well, that's to punish you.
They're working
for being a sucker.
Well, they're working. That's what matters.
And listen, here's another plan. I come up with a good plan. This would fix 75% of the problems today.
You're a reporter. You ain't supposed to. I don't like saying reporter. You ain't supposed to come up with plans. That's my job. I'm a mayor, not you.
Well, take this into consideration, Big Ike. 75% of the damn problems of the world would be solved if everybody age 40 and over got kicked off social media.
Why?
Just they're not allowed to get on there anymore.
That's fine with me. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I could use the break, too.
I
could, of course. I'm not over 40. I'm a millennial,
right.
And I everything that comes with that, all the problems.
But everybody got a computer. Used to be years ago.
And all the sex.
Years and years ago used to be, when people didn't have computers, you got the newspaper, and you get mad. And what you read at, and you just stomp around, and your wife has to hear it, or your kids have to hear it.
Yep.
Nowadays, you got this computer in the house, and every time you get mad, you want the whole damn world to know how mad you are.
Not anymore. I would get them off a damn computer. Everybody, if you turn 40 this year, we'll let you slip in. Nah, you know what? We're going to cut you out too. If you turn 40 in 2016, you're too damn old. Everybody younger than that gets to stay on the internet. If you're older than that, I guess you better start looking for wherever Dan Rather is now, because that's how you get your news now, oldie.
Well, I don't get on computer unless somebody show me how to do something. I mean, you do the computer when, things like this. And, when I have press conference, that's a little,
Guess what? If you're trying to figure out how to do Snapchat, you don't got to worry about it no more. Because if you don't know how to do it, you don't get to do it.
What is it?
If you're like, I really need to get on here and tell my niece's friends about when I was in a ska band, guess what? You can't do that no more.
What is it?
If you really want to tell black people what Black Lives Matter is doing in this country, guess what? You can't, because you were barred. And with the old people not putting their bullshit on there, then young people don't have to react to it. I think it's going to solve a lot of problems, honestly.
Well,
maybe I should run for damn president.
Nah, you ain't going to run for nothing. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I ain't going to make what you say or allow anything in Murphysboro, but I think it's good advice. If you're on a computer all day, get the hell off of it. There's so many wonderful things you can do here in Murphysboro.
Like what?
Well, depending on where you live, or even, if you want to travel a little bit, if you got a little gas in the tank, you can come right up here to the Murphysboro, courthouse and look at the Murphysboro Bible.
Lift that glass
That's
right up?
History. No, you can't lift the glass up. You come in, look at it. You look at Jesus on the cover. It's needlepoint or something. A woman showed it. It looked just like Jesus. It's the best showed Jesus I ever seen. Jesus on the cross.
I think his eyes are too big. It looks like a damn Big Eyes movie, Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus, his
Did she
eyes.
ever paint? I didn't watch that movie.
Jesus' eyes need to be a little bit bigger. Look into your soul to see how messed up you are.
That's why every time you put your hands on it, it's covering up his eyes, because the damn thing is half eyes.
Well, I don't want to put my hand on it no matter how big his eyes are. I don't want to put my hand on Jesus' face.
Jesus should look like a gray alien. The eyes are too big on that damn thing.
Shut your mouth. Now you get blasphemous.
I didn't crochet it.
Well, a woman back in the 50s did. And that's maybe how they made things look back in. I don't know, but you can tell it's Jesus, and no matter how big his eyes are, so be it. It's still our Lord. You shouldn't be talking about him that way.
She's still alive.
Who's still alive?
Woman that crocheted Jesus on the Murphysboro Bible. Because when they do the Murphysboro Bible tour, I hear them when they drive by the courthouse, they go, and if you go in there, you can, it's under glass. Sometimes they let you lift it up, and that's where I thought you could just lift it up and get to hold it. They'll let you cradle it or hug it, but you can't. The tour bus doesn't stop there unless you give him another $20. And then by then, he's already got your $20. So if you come out and said, they wouldn't let me cradle or hug that Bible at all, it stayed under that glass. He said, well, I guess, I don't know, what day is it? Thursday? Maybe you have to come back in the middle of the week when it's slower.
Well, if you won't.
And then they take you down to the damn nursing home.
Then a mule rider will stop and let you get out and look at it for a little bit. Of course, she'll stand there beside you and tell you about it.
Oh, yeah. Everything was like, wow. And then he left me, and then.
Well, a woman, I remember last time, the reason they keep it under glass now, except for mayoral ceremonies, I didn't know she was still alive. Bless her heart for still being alive. Glad to hear that. But I remember years ago she was in a parade and she was holding it up, and she dropped it, and then that's when they took it away from it and they put it on the glass here. She dropped it in the middle of the parade. It got stepped on. They cleaned it up good. You can't tell it got a horse stepped on it. Can't tell.
I remember. That's that famous picture. It's like Dewey defeats Truman, her holding it up, and she was old then.
That's what I'm saying. I thought she's passed on because she would.
And then
too old to be holding a Bible.
Too old to be holding a Bible.
Yeah.
And then the second picture dropped, and just people looking horrified. It's like Dewey defeats Truman is the first one, and then the second one is like when they shot damn Danny Aiello, Jack Ruby.
Jack Ruby.
I get them confused. Listen.
Bless her heart.
She may not be alive, but I know that the tour bus takes you by the nursing home, and I don't know if you get there. I never took that tour. You live in Murphysboro, you just get
Why
sort
would
of
you take it if
jaded.
You live here? Yeah, I don't know.
I know how to get to the courthouse. I know how to get to the damn nursing home. But when they go by the nursing home, maybe they say that's where she died.
Right. Nobody gives a damn about your traveling habits, the way you go.
And it's not one of the new drive-through nursing homes. It's like a nursing home where you got to get out and go in.
Oh, yeah.
Except they drive by it. So I guess if you want to go to that nursing home, And they also have a loudspeaker. So I guess technically, if you're poor and you have a relative in that nursing home where you have to get out and go in, if you take that tour, you could get the tour guide who has the microphone loudspeaker say, "Hey, Granny, just wanted to say hey to you."
He'll charge you for that.
He'll charge you, yeah. But I guess you could do that. That way you don't have to go in, and they can probably hear it, or they may just think it's more voices.
Well, either way, go see your family. However you do it, everybody should do that.
Yeah, it's Christmas time.
It is Christmas time. Go down there. The drive-through works fine too. That one's fine. You just
what's that one called?
It's been a while since I've been over.
I can't remember either. It's a big one. We've talked about it.
What was Heather Glen's Wood?
Heather Glen Springwood.
What is that?
Pretty sure that's it.
Is that it?
It could be a subdivision, but I think it's the nursing home.
But yeah, you just go through. They have them ready. They know what time you're coming by, and they wheel them up there, and you can wave. They can hear you too. You talk in the box thing, But
yeah. And now they started putting a sucker in, like at the bank when the little drawer comes out and they give the kids suckers.
That's for give the kids something to do, yeah. But people say, "Oh, that's tacky, this and that." People, what would you rather just not see them at all? So at least they give you, the people who are busy is too happy and too rushing with their lives to go see somebody.
Too rushing? Who are you talking about? Donald Trump?
No, just rushing, moving, not going fast, not rushing country,
That's my favorite damn old Keith Whitley album. Russian Country.
I never did hear that one.
That was a good one. It's like, and I'm just Russian country. He's talking about how busy he is, but he's still country even though he's busy. That may not be Keith Whitley. I can't remember who put that out.
I like Keith Whitley, but
I think he covered it. He did it. He sung it. So some songwriter got a cut on like 2 or 3 albums. But Russian Country, it was like I could sit still and not give a care about the city way of life. But I got to feed the cow, and I got to slop a hog, and I got to cut some flowers for my wife.
I don't remember that
song. You don't remember that one?
Sounds good.
It's a good one. So he's Russian, and he's country. So he's Russian country.
Like I said, I like Keith Whitley.
Russian country. Can't sit around too long.
It's almost sad for me, but I can't play it.
It's a good song because it sounds like a lot of other ones you like.
Well,
already.
yeah. Country music, you have to do it a certain way. It has to sound a certain way, or else I don't want to hear it.
It wore you out too. That's the reason it wasn't a big hit. It got like top 20 because it's like, damn, I want to listen to country music and relax, not hear about working all damn day. Like there's a lot of country songs that's like, well, I worked all day. Now guess what?
Right.
Drink a beer. Put on your jeans, get in a truck, let me look at your ass.
All right, watch your mouth. I
That's
don't want to hear
what
that.
they say.
They don't say that word in country.
Some
good country
of 'em.
songs. Well, some of them, but not all of them. A lot of them don't say words like that.
Well, they say, life is moving too fast. Girl, let me look at you. And then they go back into boom, 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 boom,
listen to that music on the old time. I'm the mayor here, and I have things I have to tell my constituents.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So
let's get back to this press conference. And I have a lot of questions to ask you about your policies.
Well, you wasted your question time talking about Keith Whitley, so no questions.
Rest in peace.
Let me just get what I need to get done, my business here, and not only have I had, Mr. Drib and Mr. Eggbottom and Mr. Brittlebeak, not only are they my new, staff members, they're running the Department of No Bird People.
That is a trap. That you're just trolling us.
What?
That is a travesty and a slap in our face.
Just shut your mouth. I don't even know. Look, there's other people in different positions that I have to appoint, and I'm happy to announce I appointed a new gentleman for a position on my staff, and everybody knows him. You probably know him over at Hardies.
What are you talking about? You got the guy who runs Hardies on your staff?
Not right. The store. The store, yes.
Oh, you got a manager of Hardees on your staff.
Manager of Hardies. They're over there. You know which one I'm talking about.
What, the
one,
scary Hardees?
No, not the scary one. There's one on Broad and there's one on
Oh, the clean Hardees.
That's the one I'm talking about, unless you talking about the one, because they got the drive-through. Now, I've gone through both drive-throughs, and let me tell you how this helps me make decisions, too. There's two Hardees that I can get to. One's on Mercury, one's on Broad. And I've been to both, and the food is fine at both. But
Are
let
you
me tell
talking
you
about
how
the one on Broad and Hardees Drive?
Hardees Drive. Right there.
Yeah, the intersection of Hardees Drive and Broad.
That's it.
Okay.
Right there. That one, not the other one. Now, I've gone to both, and the food is fine.
The
and
one
it's
on
good.
Hardees Court and Mercury.
That's right.
Okay.
Both of them. Now, I always got the same amount of cars in the drive-thru because everybody likes Hardee. Hardee's good. I get in one, and I get the clean one, the one you talking about. That when I'm in and out, and I got my food, and I'm on my way. Same amount of cars over at the other one, I'm waiting 20 damn minutes. So
what do you order? Do you order different things at the different Hardees?
Well, we usually get the same thing. If it's breakfast something early, I'm gonna get,
the sausage biscuit,
sausage biscuit, chicken biscuit.
Ain't as
anything
good
like
as it used to be, but it's pretty good.
It's still
pork
good.
chop.
It's still pork chop.
I
It's
like
all
that
that's
stuff.
good. But if you're going through the drive-through, that means you're in a hurry already. Same with Heather Glen's Woods. Same with Hardee's. You ain't got time. I've got a drive-through. Got to get it and go. And to me, you ain't getting it and go if you sitting there for 30 minutes. So when I knew to a point when I was going to a point, I said, well, there's that Hardee's and then there's this Hardee's. And then there's a good, clean Hardee's where you just zip through that drive-through and you ride out. I ain't even going to bring up a scary Hardee's. No point talking about that. I wouldn't even consider nothing of that one.
That is scary. You ever get there? Ain't got no light.
Why am I going to go over there?
In the dark, and these people come lurching out from behind that dumpster.
With the two other Hardees, I don't know why anybody go to that.
I don't either, but I do it all the time, and it's terrifying. I've been carjacked. I've sold meth there.
Don't go to it then. If that's sold, what? Look, I got from the clean Hardees, I said if I'm on field position, and it's coming from Hardees, it's coming from the clean and the fast, the good drive-through Hardees, and I got him on my staff, Hardees manager, Cuz Gumler. If you're familiar with him over there at Hardees, Cuz Gumler.
Wait a minute. Are you going to sit there and tell me that Cuz Gumler is in your cabinet?
He certainly is. Yes, he is. He most certainly is.
What is he secretary of?
He's secretary of Hardees. Hey, Secretary of Hardees. That's Cuz Gumler. Hardees is
Cuz Gumler.
Yes.
Manager of Clean Hardees.
Well, he's still he ain't gonna, they got to have a co-manager now because he'd be working up here.
Well, that's a conflict of interest. He can't be secretary of Hardees and manager of Hardees at the same time.
Yes, he can. He can go down there and make sure the fries are hot and whatever, just.
Sounds to me like he's going to use his position to put some money in them pockets of his.
What?
Them Hardees uniform pockets.
He wants to run a good business. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He wants to make sure that, because if he's going, that may not be a clean Hardees anymore. God forbid that turn into a scary one or a drive-through take you 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We don't need that. So I want somebody that runs a good business like Cuz Gumler, runs a good Hardees. The food is on time, quick drive-throughs going through. It's clean in there. Bathroom even clean. That's the one I want to be my secretary of Hardees, and that's Cuz Gumler.
So you're saying what's good for Hardees is good for America, and vice versa.
The clean one, good one, yeah.
What's Cuz Gumler going to do as secretary of Hardees?
All different things. He's a valuable asset to my office. He's going to help me look after these youngins every so often. He got, he may get some lunch or something if we get to talking and,
Wait, so he's going to pick up lunch and babysit?
Well, I didn't say babysit. I said help take time looking over some of these not all these youngins need looking after. Some of them, you need to keep an eye, at least
some
in the
of
corner
them
of the
are
eye.
feral wolf children.
Oh,
some of them are prophesying mental telepathy,
She's
Professor
fine.
X, scary children.
She's fine now. She gets what you call fits or whatever, spells. But she's
cast
fine.
spells. She casts
She
spells.
don't cast. What? Look what you're saying.
And then you got Truck Jekyll who just eats paper. Well, he chews it up and then molds it into shapes, mostly balls.
Well, he can do, he can do a little more than that every now and then.
Did you just hire Cuz Gumler to get a discount at Hardee's because you broke?
What do you mean discount? Now, don't start. I'm not completely broke. I had to, invest and take care of Murphysboro. So don't be telling people I'm broke. I don't want people saying that. As your mayor, don't you want your mayor clear-headed and thinking on best behavior, doing it, up and ready to go, get going? Well, he's going to have energy and have a good breakfast. So that, to me, that's part of the job. And Cuz Gumler, the Secretary of Hardies, Murphysboro Secretary of Hardies, if he wants to get some breakfast down here waiting for me every so often, then so be it. But that's to get your legs going and your heart a pumping and your brain a working in order to do all the jobs you have to do as mayor. Cuz Gumler's going to be there. Cuz Gumler's going to be there with a sausage chicken biscuit. He's going to be there with an egg biscuit. He'll be there with, I like all of those, but most of the breakfast stuff I like. So that's mainly he'll be here in the mornings. And then, little into the afternoon looking after him till we got to lock up. So
I'm going to be honest, your cabinet sounds a lot better with Cuz Gumler in it. Can I join your cabinet?
No, you can't join my cabinet.
You need a press secretary.
I don't need you. No, sir. You do your little thing on the computer or whatever, make up stuff. It's bad enough that I had to fire I don't know how many of them for being in the Klan. You got a record long as my arm.
I ain't never been in no Klan.
No, I never. Did I say that? Did I say that you was in the Klan?
I have been in jail.
You've been in jail lots of time. Of course, I'd rather have somebody just been in jail than some people been in the Klan for years and never went to jail.
What kind of world is it where I get thrown in jail and the Klan people just walking around like they own the place?
Different ways to act. You act like an idiot. Different ways. And your way is drinking and drugging and running around and all that.
Yep.
Now, Klan does some of that, and some of them wind up in jail. And the other ones, they just, I guess, just hate, properly or whatever. Do march. That's all they do. I don't know what else they do. That's enough.
Just seethe.
I guess seethe. Whatever. Yeah.
Get excited when certain elections take place.
Well, yeah.
Maybe get some false hopes up. Start thinking, things are finally. Here's what I think the Klan does now. They pull up in their truck. They run inside. They go, honey, I think things are finally looking up.
Huh?
And that happens for about 5 months until they drop a chainsaw on their foot and they bleed to death.
What?
Or they run into a fence.
Run into a fence
without a seatbelt on and get thrown out into the pasture. Or they slip off the roof trying to hang up Christmas lights. Or they burn themselves up frying a turkey.
All right.
Or they get in a fight with their wife's ex-husband and they stab each other to death.
All right. There's lots of ways you get killed if you're a Klan member.
You dumbass.
Yeah.
Cleaning guns, a lot of them. A lot of them go out that way, cleaning their guns, think it's empty. A lot of setting themselves on fire, too, just because they're usually smoking something or burning something, and they forget or just careless. Now, or they usually got gasoline on their clothes somewhere.
I think we should also admit, there's a lot of people that these unfortunate things happen to that are not in the Klan.
Yeah, I don't want to say if you burn yourself up that you're in the Klan.
Right,
I'm just saying that if you are in the Klan, there's a better chance than usual you're going to burn yourself up.
Well, because of, sure.
Locking themselves up in a attic.
What?
Like get locked in the attic somehow.
Oh, by accident.
Yeah, or maybe somebody, like one of their kids, locks them up there. The thing is, it's like damn old. Remember in Christmas Vacation when he gets locked in the attic and he watches old movies of and he's like, "Oh, I love Rusty."
Yeah.
This is like that, except they accidentally get locked up in there, or when their kids locks them up in there and they forget about them, and they're glad that they didn't show up, or they just figure he run off again, and he's scratching on the damn ceiling trying to get them to get their attention, yelling, but they got so many raccoons and rats up in there anyway, I can't tell the difference between.
Uh-oh.
You hear that?
Well, I got to look into that.
Hear that siren?
I do.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. What?
You better see what's happening at Longhorn's dancing parlor.
The Klan?
Probably down there having another dancing rally.
Yeah.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murphysboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Welcome to the Dunlap News Journal. If you like your fucking shit. So am I supposed to just come in super fast?
I don't know what I don't want to hear. If I got to sit here and talk to you, you find somebody else that likes to sit here and hear that language.
That needs to be longer.
What?
I mean, I got a whole thing here. I was going to read about the news and the fake news and who you can't trust the media anymore, and people you need a verifiable sources. And
you can sit here and do that.
About 3 pages here.
By yourself. I don't want to hear it.
Welcome to the Dunlap News Journal, folks. The Sunday show where we have the most important newsmakers of the day. And today we have corrupt mayor of Murphysboro, Tennessee.
You say corrupt?
Jackie
Don't
Broles.
say corrupt.
Mayor Jackie, thank you so much for sitting down here with us. I mean, you make Trump look like he's having a damn press conference every day. We never get to talk to you, and it's really good
No, because you just
what's
asked me a bunch
on.
of questions, and now I'm giving you. I have to give a press so much time or whatever.
Well, as an elected official,
what?
I think it's very important for us to get your opinions on what's happening in the world of news and events. Out here in 2016, it's been a crazy year, hasn't it, Mayor Jackie?
Yeah.
It has been fucked up.
Watch your mouth, but it's
shit,
awful, yeah. This one don't say all the
It's
words
nearly over, right? What we got, like 2 weeks?
Something like that, yeah.
Man, what can happen? Knock wood, right? Am I right? Am I right? Knock on that table for me.
Huh?
That hurt your knuckles?
That's, calluses.
You're bleeding.
I ain't bleeding, am I? No.
A little bit.
Man, that ain't nothing.
Mayor Jackie, President-elect Trump, who you have called the ultimate Yankee.
Well, he is a blow hard boy.
Loudmouth. We've been saying that.
Liberal Yankee, yeah.
Since a year and a half. Since what? June, July of 2015. We've
Something
been
like that,
trying to tell y'all. Nobody would fucking listen to us.
Watch your mouth. I'm holding office, and although I guess if the president can say whatever kind of filthy words and nobody give a darn, I don't want to say none of that. So I don't want to be affiliated with that. I hold a title now, a position. I can't be sitting around somebody that have a garbage mouth like that. I ain't gonna listen to it. Watch your language.
Well, apparently you can be the damn president and kiss Putin right on the asshole.
Well, don't say
and nobody gives a shit.
He's always said why would they start caring now? Has he ever said one bad word about Russia?
No, he has attacked.
From the very beginning. He's attacked everybody and everything. everything, everybody. He liked Megyn Kelly, then it didn't like her, then he liked her again. You could go down the list. And
every country in the world.
There's nobody here ain't said something bad about it except for
every
Putin.
flavor of ice cream.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I bet he walks in there and said, Robbins, just let me try that one. I don't like that one either.
Loser, sad, terrible.
Just
get it out of my face.
Yeah, every damn 31 of them. But I'm telling you, he ain't ever said one foul word.
Oh, he loves it.
About
loves that Putin.
Yeah, hey, buddy, something going on. Now, let me tell you what now, I ain't saying this as a mayor. I'm just saying this as, just me looking at TV, and reading the newspaper and that.
Regular concerned citizen Jackie Brawls.
Well, yeah, if you want to look
Mayor of Murphysboro.
What's him and Putin, what they got in common? What they, outside of wanting to be, dictators, whatever. I guess Putin is one,
I don't know. What's Putin's wife look like?
Huh?
What's Putin's wife look like?
I don't know what his wife looks like. I don't know the first thing about it.
What they got in common?
Well, all this is leading in one direction that I think is what I'm saying. Now, they say that, he blackmailing this or all that, and I don't know about that. I don't know first thing about that. But who we just appointed Secretary of State? That man right there.
Rex Tillerson.
Tillerson, yeah. And,
Exxon Mobil.
People got different things to say about him, but Exxon Mobil, that's oil right there. That's oil.
Oil man.
Big oil. That's big money right there. And then you got old Putin. Putin in America, what's the one thing that they did worse? That's what they got in common. As world leaders, thank God Trump ain't one yet. We'll worry about that when it happens. It's already awful now. But there's the one thing they never could sort out and figure out how to do.
Conquer the Middle East.
There you go. See? Yeah, he tried to get down there in Afghanistan. He couldn't do it. We, got in there. Bush, bless his heart, he tried his best, and Obama messed it up, tried to get, take care of Iraq. And Trump has said over and over again out loud, so when he does it, I don't want anybody to go, oh, my God, he can't do this, because he said it. We're going to get that oil. I want to. Why didn't we take that oil in Iraq? Iraq would have been worse. He didn't like Iraq. Didn't like George W. Didn't like nothing about Iraq. But he said every time, since we were there, we should have got all that oil.
So you think that Putin, this is all planned out, Putin and Trump going to team up, be buddies, go in the Middle East, say they're getting ISIS or whatever, get all the oil with the Exxon Mobil guy.
Yep.
And you got all the everybody that's supposed to, under Obama, whose job was to take care of the environment, only wants to frack and burn oil and coal.
Yep.
But coal, who cares? Coal is just for jobs.
Pretty much ain't no reason for it. It's a shame that a lot of people work hard in the coal mines, but people don't.
That's just to give people cancer and jobs.
At this point, yeah.
But the oil, they're going to keep us hooked on the oil. This sounds like a conspiracy. You got Rick Perry, your friend Rick Perry, who you love.
Now, he got in charge of energy. So that's part of it there, energy, yeah.
But that was the thing he couldn't remember, the department that he wanted to shut down, but he couldn't remember what it was.
Well, pretty much everybody, he's the only one who couldn't remember. Everybody else that he's appointed and whatever, they all want it shut down too, for the most part. It's everybody that don't like what it is or is now in charge of it.
They got the EPA guy who's suing the EPA.
Yep, he's in charge.
Dr. Ben Carson, who thinks public housing is bad. Is that right?
Yep. He's in charge.
I haven't actually seen. I've heard people say that. I haven't actually seen it. Fake news. You got to be careful. I'm just going to assume that's all right. It is kind of like Bizarro is appointing people to President Bizarro's cabinet. Like, hate EPA. He am in charge of it.
Very much, whatever that is.
So get us hooked on oil get rid of windmills, get us hooked on oil, go over to the Middle East with Russia. We get all the oil, take it over, Crusades Part 2 for oil, get rid of ISIS, but keep all the oil, split it up with our buddy Putin. Everybody gets rich.
There you go.
We're going to have American warlords over here. What do you call them Russian people?
What is it?
Who have people murdered and they control all the oil and rich buddies.
Ollie something. What is it?
Yep, that's it.
Oligarchy murder.
And then you got all the generals in charge. They all hate Islam.
Yeah, all of them have something bad to say one time or another about Muslim people. Said,
Already got it set up to keep Muslims out of here. And the ones that here, you got it set up, put them on watch list so they can't say nothing when we go over there and steal all the oil.
Yeah.
So you're saying that all these random appointments of the crazy generals,
Well, it all
the ExxonMobil guy, the people who hate the environment, you saying it all fits together into one grand scheme?
roll the world, yeah.
Because what else would Trump be like? What is he doing? What does he even want? He wants that money.
That's what he's always wanted. That's what he
ain't even
always
that
done.
good a businessman. He just puts his name on like tennis courts and restaurants, cheese puffs.
And we'll never know how rich or poor he is. No one's ever going to
we're never
going
to
to
see.
No.
They probably already in bed together, him and the Russians. Who knows how many businesses they got to go.
Well, that's what people said. How many people he had, when he had to fire, Manafort, whatever, he got
Paul
business.
Manafort, he's going to come back.
Well, he is already back. He's doing something in the transition, whatever,
damn it.
something like that. But he had to get rid of him because all them Russian ties. Yeah, Russia, now they're saying Russia they made Hillary look bad. Now, personally, I think Hillary does a fine job of that of her own, but it looks like to me somebody's tampering with something with this. And some people saying blackmail this or the other. I don't know about that. They said they got the Republicans got all their emails too, and now they're going to hold them, at bay. But there is something about that, what they say, as far as what some people go so far as to say treason on this, and I don't, till we figure out everything that's going on.
How is it treason if America is all about making that money and it turns out that's what he wanted to do all along?
That's pretty much what.
Sounds to me like he sold a flag and sung a national anthem and give damn old George Washington a hand job at the same damn time.
Right.
About as patriotic as you can get. I sound like one of them damn Bernie Sanders kids. Occupy Dunlap News Journal. All we're saying is it makes sense. If you like, none of this makes sense. It does start to make sense.
Yeah.
If it's really all about him making that money.
Which he said he was going to do. That's all he said,
Like, why does Russia want to help Trump? They want to make that money. People think that's not complicated enough. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Since he just wants to make that money, why is he still appointing Tillerson even after, like, damn old John McCain and damn old Marco Rubio and who's the other, like a few, Lindsey Graham, our old buddy Lindsey Graham.
Rand Paul gets irritated.
Rand Paul, he doesn't want John Bolton in there, but Rand Paul, you're going to have to sit down because Jackie Brawls has figured it all out. We going back to the Middle East.
Well, yeah.
Condoleezza Rice recommended Tillerson to Trump.
Yep.
He says, Iraq, that was bad, but no, we going back over there. That makes sense. It ties everything together. It's the simplest explanation. People go, no, nobody would do that just to make it. That's what's happening.
Very much. That's just me, that's common sense right there.
He won't nominate Tillerson after all this Russia stuff come out and people and even his own party are standing up against him. Then he does it. Because that's the plan. There's no other plan.
No.
Get that oil, get that money.
Yep.
Why does Russia like Trump? Get that money. Why does Trump like Russia? Get that money.
There you go. Make the world go around, so to speak.
Hate Muslims. Why? They got that oil. We got to get that oil.
Ain't gonna get it. You wait and see. That's what they looked at, setting all this up. Now, I feel bad for all the nice Muslims over there, I don't know what you're going to do. Some of the people we're friends with was Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, how's that going to shake out? What about Iran?
I guess everybody will want to make friends with whoever's running everything over there.
We going to be friends with damn Syria now? Damn Syria dictator?
That's what it looks
Assad.
like. You ain't seen, that's who Putin likes, ain't it?
How can this country, look, I just get confused. I'm all for people taking guns into pizza places to rescue children. If there are actual children in the pizza place.
Well, yeah.
I'm not so much keen on crazy people reading bullshit and getting in their car with a gun to rescue non-existent children.
Well,
that's harder for me to get behind.
Yeah.
And yet people are furious. People are upset. I've never seen so many people online really concerned about children. I mean, people are upset. Maybe if we'd had the internet more when John Benet Ramsey, when all that happened.
Yeah, it's terrible.
We would have seen people say, oh, the children. But these people are really upset. They really think Hillary Clinton is running a sex ring out of this pizza place. You guys, we got to stand up. The media is going to come after us, but this is about the children. We got to save the children. And yet, these children in Aleppo tweeting, help me, and nobody gives a shit.
Ain't nobody going to let them, even if they make it out alive, they ain't welcome to come here.
No,
not anymore.
We cannot let those children in.
Nope.
But I will go pull a gun on a pizza clerk because I think that Hillary Clinton is selling little private parts to Democratic donors.
Yes, that's just.
And it's all coded by toppings. And yet, you can get on Facebook Live and watch kids describe the death of their parents right in front of you. I don't know if that actually happened, but it probably did.
Wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
And nobody, is it just confusing? Is it complicated because we don't know who's good and who's bad? We can't sort it all out? Like, is it because we don't know where it is?
And children are children. I always thought that's how I look at it. How I look at it, don't need to, they ain't been, the minds ain't crazy yet, or if they ain't bad yet, children's children.
Well, we've got to get used to being friends with this dictator because that's coming soon. If Russia's friends with the dictator, Trump's going to be friends with the dictator. And he's going to help us defeat ISIS, and then we're going to take his oil.
I feel bad for all the people in Ukraine. Their knees are shaking right now. As soon as Trump got announced won the presidency, people in Ukraine got to be scared to death. They ain't got no help.
If you live in an Eastern European country where your drinking water is half gas, it's going to be about 75% gas pretty soon.
Yep.
If you want to buy oil and hate Muslims and get out of the EU, things are looking up for you. If you don't want the planet to be on fire, things are not looking so great. Also, things are not looking so great if you're that damn, what's his name, Chuck Johnson, the union guy.
Now, that right there makes me mad. I ain't crazy about unions all the time, but, yeah, Trump can't be going after citizens. I don't think that's a good thing. And I didn't know about the girl. That happened a long time ago. Didn't know anything about that. Till he went after this union fella. This old union fella, bless his heart, he said, I don't give a darn. I'm going to go on TV and say whatever the hell I want. Trump gets mad at somebody for contradicting him over whatever it is. This ain't somebody on a comedy show or, like that. This just regular man, People can get his phone number.
Well, I think if you wanted Donald Trump to not do something that he's been doing the whole time he was running, you shit out of luck because he's going to keep doing them things.
Oh, yeah.
You want him not to be running a business or be on a damn Celebrity Apprentice, or you want him to – I'm surprised he's not going to host it. I guarantee you, if the stock market keeps going up next season, he'll be back in the boardroom.
Yep.
And president.
He'll miss doing that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why I can't. He'll just do what he wants to do. Well, he ain't going to stop insulting people on Twitter just because he gets a few people killed by an angry mob.
No, he'll keep doing that.
He's going to keep doing that. He's going to keep not showing us his tax returns. He's going to keep insulting people. He's going to keep being Trump.
And some people like that.
Some people still like it.
Some people are going to enjoy every bit of that, what you just said.
So don't expect, he can't stop. What? When's he gonna stop doing things? What do you think he's gonna stop? Well, he can't do. There ain't nothing he's gonna
That
stop
lasted
doing.
about 2 days. Well, now he's president. Let's now he's going to do that. That was maybe a day and a half before he just started being
What's he
typical.
saying about his businesses? He's gonna pull out of his businesses.
Well, he was going to make an announcement on that, and couldn't do it. That was supposed to be yesterday. He's supposed to get up there and say, he won't talk about conflicts of interest and this sort of thing, all that, and then canceled it. But then they met the rapper man,
Kanye West.
Yeah, that's what he had to do that instead. Which you can meet whoever you want. I don't like rap music or anything like that. I will say this: I didn't like it when Obama did it either. He had the rappers that say bad words in the White House. To me, that bothered me at the time. But I guess he ain't in the White House yet against Trump. Of course, he says worse words than any rapper or just as bad ever did.
I heard
himself.
I heard he does. He does say he would be a terrible rapper.
Oh, good.
Although
God,
I do have the CD single of Rapping Trump that come out in 1990. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I ain't heard that. I don't want to either.
It's not my favorite novelty rap song from the 80s, early 90s, but it's up there. It's no Rapping Duke. Rapping Ronnie.
Rapping Ronnie, that was disrespectful there. That's I know when you're president, you're supposed to be able to make fun of you, but that.
Rapping Rodney.
Oh.
But it's pretty good. Rodney Dangerfield rap.
Oh, yeah, he's funny. I didn't know he rapping.
He did. Well, he just kind of kind of raps, yeah. He does. That's pretty good. Folks, clip of the week. You want to go Rapping Duke, Rapping Ronnie, Rapping Rodney.
All three of them. You should nowadays you get all these famous rappers, all of them on one song. Back then they didn't do that. They should have done it then because they all get together and they all make one song. You got all these famous rappers or singers or whatever on one song. Everybody makes a little money. You put what is it, Rodney,
Duke.
Put them all on one song.
I love monster rap. Like Monster Mash, Bobby Boris Pickett, they did monster rap.
I know Monster. That's what all the monsters rapping, right?
No, he's the same guy from Monster Mash, but he makes Frankenstein monster rap.
Well,
I got bolts in my neck, a flat top head, I'm 8 feet tall, and I'm back from the dead. You see, I can break rappers down to tears, because I'm a monster rapping for 1,000 years. They all light up their torches, chase me through the town, do everything, try to drag me down, but they can't keep up, they can't compete, because I got the rap with the monster beat. I say rap, bap, another zap. Can't stop the rapping now.
it's Frankenstein telling the story of rapping. Okay.
He won't stop rapping.
Yeah.
Igor, strap him down. I can't remember it all. Something like that. I think it's 100 years now.
And where me at too for made
Nick,
a monster.
clip of the week. Listen to that. That's a good one.
Made a monster. I thought we should put everybody together in one thing. I thought you talking about monsters. They used to do it at the movies. I don't know about the rapping. But in the movies, you put Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula, throw them all in there. All in there. So the mummy, if I'm going to get, bang for your buck, so to speak. I can only see one monster movie. I'm going to go see one that's got all of them in it.
Well, if you don't die, Universal, they got new Mummy with Tom Cruise in it.
Oh, that ain't going to be like a
He ain't the Mummy.
He runs fast all the time.
That's what he's doing.
Well, but Mummy goes slow, if I remember right.
That's why we got to wait until they also make a Frankenstein and the Dracula and the Wolfman.
Yeah.
Then he's got something to run from.
Yeah, keep making things over and over again.
But they'll come up with ways to, maybe he'll get tripped up in the bandages.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Rapping. I don't like rap music. I never have. I don't mean to be racist. I just don't. It's just not for me.
I heard Kanye West got cheers at the damn Trump rally. They had Trump mentioned
See, that's something
Wisconsin. Trump mentioned Kanye West and people cheered. And meanwhile, Obama, who got in trouble for having rappers, called Kanye West a jackass, didn't he?
I think he did, yeah.
Race relations in this country are crazy.
I don't understand it.
And in Jackie's defense, he also does not like white rappers.
I don't. It's not. It got nothing to do with black people. It's got nothing to do. Chinese, whoever's rapping, I don't like it. So
about animals?
I don't like it. Animals rapping. I don't like. It's funny when they talk in a movie or something like that. But as soon as the animal starts to rapping, I change the channel. I don't like it. Well, a computer make a mouth go.
Air buddies.
I seen they basketball, different sports.
Well, whatever you enjoy, folks, whether it's rap music or talking dogs or monsters or Tom Cruise or running, enjoy it while you can, because we may not be long for this world.
Yeah, that's true. I'd be looking forward to all those when you say that, because I was young and I used to watch those scary movies. I'd say, oh, there's something to look forward to, and I remember, Trump's going to be sworn in.
We won't. If we make it to the Mummy, we'll be doing good. But we ain't going to see damn
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Wish they had started with that one. Yeah, if he was going to start with them, you should have done Dracula or Frankenstein.
Well, they did a Dracula, and nobody liked it. Now it ain't part of the equation.
Well, I don't even know what it is. I ain't never heard that. They ain't made Dracula since Old Black and White, as far as I remember. But you start with the good one. Mummy comes way late. I like Mummy as much as about the same as Invisible Man, because they pretty much the same thing. They're wrapped up in one's got a coat on, the other one don't.
Yeah, because it's hotter in the desert.
Right, I guess that's what it is. But Invisible Man got a coat and a hat.
I think he's in Nova Scotia.
And wrapped up, and then the Mummy, same thing, naked. I guess Invisible Man is what the Mummy is. I thought that was the same to me.
Yeah, we'll never get those. We'll never get to the creature from the Black Lagoon reboot.
That's she. I start Dracula.
I tell you what, if we make it to the creature of the Black Lagoon reboot, I'll fall to my knees and praise Jesus and say, thank you for getting us through the Trump administration. I can't wait to go see this $30 movie.
If it's good, I'll go with $30.
That's how much it's going to be by then.
How long is that away? I may be dead in the ground.
What we got? 8 years of Trump?
Well, that ain't going to. However, whatever's going to happen, I don't know. I can't. Hell, I don't know.
Now's the time that we both have to go. Our podcast come out really great, we know. Our time is at an end, so until we meet again, we'll just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send if a stamp to us you'll lend, so we can write and say goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Who'd you say died?
Alan Thicke,
I know that name. But what did it do? I know the
Growing
name.
Pains.
Oh, a TV show.
He also put out Rapping Alan Thicke.
Yeah.
It's good. You should, that clip of the week, folks, look up Rapping Alan Thicke.
Did he rap too? The daddy on Growing Pains. That's who he was, right?
I think that was his job. He'd come home from rapping. They didn't understand what rapping was.
Rest your soul. Sorry to hear that.